What's going on, Card Pack? Today we're going to look at some basketball cards. We're going to look at, in particular, the top 10 most selling basketball cards over the last week. It's always important to look at that because that's a strong statistic, a strong indicator of demand, which basketball cards are having the most demand, especially when you compare the number of sales to the actual sales volume. And there's some interesting takeaways from this top 10 list. So stick around. We'll dive into it in a second. Couple reminders. If you want the audios from these videos, check out the podcast. Link is in the description. And if you want my top sports card pick of the day, as well as to join our private Discord group, which is one of the best because the people in it pay to be there. They're very active. They're very helpful. It's just a great community. Check out the Sports Card Society, SportsCardSociety.com. Link is in the description. It's only $12.99 a month, so it's like 40 cents a day. How it works is a membership area. You log in. There's a new video put up almost every day. Videos are short. They're only about 5 minutes. I show the card, the data, research, reasoning as to why I like the card, and what I plan on doing with it. Am I selling it a month? Am I holding it long term? Am I selling it at the beginning of the season? What am I doing? A recent example is this Simone Biles card here. We were buying it for about $20 in March, and here it is going for, $80, $90 in June. So a lot of good stuff going on there. Check that out, SportsCardSociety.com. Oh, one other thing. I found that there's just not much for shirts in the sports card niche industry. So I put together this website, SportsCardSwag.com. Links in the description. Use code CardPack20. You'll get 20% off your purchase. But go check it out. And if you got some ideas for other shirts, let me know. Like this one here, I modeled it after the Color Burst insert, which is one of my favorite inserts. It's one of the hobby's favorite inserts. So stuff like that. Go check it out. Let me know what you think. And get a shirt. Here we are. We're in the Market Movers tool. Let's dive into the content here. By the way, hit that subscribe button. Help me get to 5,000 subscribers. And please hit that like button too. I really, really appreciate it. And it really supports the channel. But number 10 on the list is RJ Barrett. So what we went to sales volume by card. We picked basketball as the sport. And we picked PSA 10 because, from what I can tell, the entire sports card market starts at the PSA 10. Because when you're buying a PSA 9, you're comparing it to what the PSA 10 is going for. PSA 8, same thing. Raw cards, same thing. The 10 is the most desirable card. It's the first one to go. And so everything else's price falls in order after that. Number 10 on the list is RJ Barrett, 2019 Prism Base, pop count of 7124. In case you're newer to this, pop count means this card in this grade, that's how many of them currently exist. 48 sales on the week. So, about maybe 65-70% sales volume, 0.65-0.7% sales volume on the week, so not real high. I typically like to see north of 1% to really indicate strong demand. Down 3.7%. Let's pull up the chart real quick, see like. It is hot out here on the West Coast, boys and girls. I'll tell you what. It is hot, and a lot of us don't have AC in Seattle because it just doesn't get that kind of hot here. It's rare. We go summers without ever getting to 100. And now it's going to be like 108 tomorrow. Whew. Yeah, boy. No, thank you. This card's been pretty flat for all week. Started the week at 80, ended the week at 77. Let's pull it back 30 days. Should see a bit of a decline because they were in the playoffs, then they weren't. That's pretty good support there. See, so, they were up, it was up here. They're going to be in the playoffs, and they made it, and then they lost. And then it went all the way down here, and it looks to me like, we have about a month of steady support around that $80 mark. This may be the bottom of RJ Barrett's card, I wouldn't be able to see this if I didn't have a data tool. So you got to have a data tool, boys and girls. You really, really do. You're at such a disadvantage without one you don't even understand. You got to have a data tool. The one I like is this one, the Market Movers tool. This is my favorite by far. I'll put a link for this one in the description. The Market Movers tool. Use code SOCIETY for 20% off your first month or your first year, whichever subscription you choose. But regardless, you got to have a data tool. So this RJ Barrett, am I a buy on this card? $80. Let's go to eBay real quick. That support level. What I mean by support is where a card is held a certain price point for an extended period of time. And it's been about a month of him hanging around $80. I don't know if it goes down much more. That might be the bottom. $80 right there. Let's sort it real quick. Yeah, there's one for $80. I like $80 on it. I'm gonna put a link for this card in the description. I'll put a link to this eBay listing in the description. I could be a buy on that. If I had it, I'd be holding it for sure. But I may be buying it. I mean, $80, $80 in the support level. This kind of makes sense to me that, you know, the new so it's almost July. So July, August, September, October, about 4 months away from the new basketball season. So if I bought this, I'd probably be holding it till, you know, October, because I'm guessing the basketball season is going to start somewhere around Halloween. That's when it usually starts. So I'm going to buy on that one. And by the way, as I go through these cards, I'll do buy, sell, hold on all of them. If you join the Card Pack newsletter, it's free to join. Links in the description. I send out the buys to the Card Pack newsletter before I publish the video. Number 9 on the list, Donovan Mitchell, 2017 Prism, number 117. 52 sales on the week, pop count of 42.27. So a little over a 1% sales volume. Down slightly, down about 6%. Let's pull up the chart. Let's see what it looks like. Let's see if there's support. I mean, Donovan Mitchell, he got hurt and stuff, but he's only been out of basketball because of the Jazz being out of the playoffs for a second. So I don't know. RJ Barrett's been out for a month or more. So his cards have had a chance to stabilize. Donovan Mitchell, on the other hand, hasn't been out that long. So I'm not he doesn't have as strong a support showing. Like, I'm not sure, this may go down more. This may be the bottom, but it may go down more. So I wouldn't be a buy on this, but I'd be like what I do, Market Movers lets me do this, set a price alert for probably like probably set it for like, let me know when the price drops below like 190. And what they'll do is they'll email me when there's a sale below 190. Because I think that's maybe even a better spot. It'll just keep me in touch with this card so I don't forget about it. But right now I'd be a hold I'd be a hold on that card, solid hold. Number 8 on the list, Luka Doncic, 2019 Prism. It's a second-year card. Pop count of 63.34, 60 sales on the week, down a little over 3%. Let's pull up his chart. I can't imagine why I'd be a buy on this card. I'm just not that big into second-year cards, especially nowadays with how many cards are made. What's up, Luka? 61 to start the week, 62 to end the week. Let's pull back 30 days. It's been pretty stable. I think I'd just be a hold on this card. I'm not real motivated to buy it. Number 1098, number 7 on the list, LeBron James, 2019 Prism. Pop count of 97.93. 71 sales on the week, so less than a 1% sales volume, down 5.5%. This is his Prism Lakers rookie, as it's referred to, because it's the first Prism he was in a Lakers jersey. $52 to start the week, $51 to end the week. Let's pull back 30 days and see what we're working with. I mean, it may have stabilized. I mean, here it is sitting here, $43.50. It's just sitting around $50. It may have stabilized. I could see this card going up by next season. I just kind of stay away from it. It could be a buy, but I don't think there's any hurry to get it. So I'd be a hold with maybe a buy in the future to make a few bucks. Number, what do we got? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 on the list. Luka Doncic 2018 Prism. Pop count of 17,241. 82 sales on the week. This is Luka's rookie. So about a 0.5% sales volume, down 6%. This card, I think, is solidly going for under 800 now. It's really interesting to see where this card is going to end up landing. The pop count has just spoiled it. There it is, about 800 to start the week, about 745 to end the week. Let's pull back over 30 days. And it's just been on a steady decline from 950 down to 750. I don't see signs of support, so I think this card could keep sliding. I would possibly sell. I would probably sell this card because I think it's going to go down more, which is crazy. Where's the bottom for that card? I don't know. That's a major card in the market, although I think that we are going to start letting more and more go of prisms with pop counts that high, right? Next on the list, Trae Young, 2018 Donruss, number 198, pop count of 3259, 84 sales on the week, so that's over 2% sales volume. Up almost 11%, Trae Young. The Hawks have certainly exceeded expectations. They are, of course, in the Eastern Conference Finals against the Bucks, and they took that first game, and Trae Young put up 48 points. Good-looking card. 140 to start the week, 153 to end the week. But there was this little 126 to 160 thing. 160 was the high sale, so that kind of created this gain mirage that we are seeing. This card, here's the deal. If you buy this card right now, you are expecting the Hawks to at least make the finals, if not win the finals. Straight up. Because if they lose, this card's going to go woo down. But if they win, if they move on to the finals, there's going to be a spike in Trae Young cards. If they win the finals, there's going to be another spike. So you're playing with fire. Right now, I wouldn't be buying this card, me personally, but if you are, I understand. But you're playing with fire. Just be aware. You could win, but you could lose. Next on the list, Zion Williamson, 2019 Prism. Pop count, his base, pop count of 18,097. 91 sales on the week, so about 0.5% sales volume. Down about 6.5%. Let's chart this sucker. 18,000 pop count. I mean, get out of town. It's definitely going to go over 20,000 eventually. Get it, Zion. I am Zion. 405 to start the week. 389 to end the week. It looks like it's hovering around 400. I think it's been, let's pull back 30 days. I think it's been hovering around 400 for a minute. But yeah, these little incremental slides. 30 days ago, this card was $500. And it slid down to about 425 at the beginning of June. And now it's going for around 400. So it's sliding just a little bit. And I could see this card sliding a little bit more. It's the pop count. I wouldn't necessarily say all Zion rookie cards are going to be sliding right now, because some I'm buying. But this is not one of them, because this pop count just leaves us with the market with a lot of question marks, uncertainty, and just general discomfort. So this card, honestly, I'd sell it and never buy it again. That's not true. Damn it. I mean, when it really shows a bottom, because there's a bottom for this card. I don't know where it is, but I don't think we're there yet. I would sell this card. And if I bought it again, I would buy it. Maybe buy it again later. If this thing gets down to like 250 and shows signs of support, I'd be like, all right, I'll buy it. Next on the list, John Morant, 2019 Prism base, pop count of 16,561. 96 sales on the week, up 7.5%. Again, I doubt that I'm a buyer on this card just because of the pop count. The pop count is so big. 214 to start the week, 230 to end the week. But Matt, it's going up. Nah, come on, man. Let's look at it over 30 days. Yeah, technically over the last week it went up, but really it's just kind of sitting par for the course. This one may have stabilized. This one has more signs of support and stabilization than the Zion, but really only over the course of like 2 weeks. I like to see a good 30 days of support if possible in the off season like this. With Zion still slippity sliding, I just think I'd stay away from this for now too. I think this card's going to end up going under 200. I would sell this card. And if I'm going to buy it back, I'll buy it back, in a month or so when I see real bottom. Next on the list, DeAndre Ayton, 2018 Prism base, pop count of 3802, 102 sales on the week, healthy sales volume. That's 2.5% sales volume, maybe almost 3, about 2.5, 2.6, 2.7, something like that. Obviously, DeAndre Ayton's in the playoffs. He's on the Suns. Big guy, number 1 overall pick in 2018, by the way, over Luka, over Trae, all that stuff. Not that mattered because he was a really good fit for their team. That's why they took him, and he was a really good player. $77 to start the week, $114 to end the week with a high sale of $116. Let's pull it back over 30 days. Of course, here it was at 80, and then it popped up to 116, $80 on the 20th, and then 116 on the 24th of June, of course. Buy, sell, hold. I think I might sell this card. Yeah, I would sell it. Maybe they win the finals, maybe this and that. It's me personally. If you are dealing with this card and holding it or buying it, you're playing with fire. Because if they make it to the finals, okay, there'll be a little pop up in the card. And if they win, there'll be a little pop up in the card. But after that, boom, it's going down. If they lose in the conference finals or they lose in the finals, boom, this card's done. So I just don't want to play with that fire. I would sell it where it's at right now. Next on the list, Trae Young 2018 Prism Base. Pop count of 9643, so his pop count isn't absurd, but the Prism of the 2018-19 have been just tainted, though. 188 sales on the week, so almost a 2% sales volume, up 15%. Let's pull up his chart again. This is another one where you're playing with fire. You're betting on the Hawks to make it to the finals and possibly even win the finals if you expect to make money on this card. After, like actual money, after fees and all that stuff. 311 to start the week, 360 to end the week. Let's pull it back over 30. Diaz, habla español. So this card was sitting here about 300 on the 10th of June. Then it took a dip to 222, and then it rose back up. There it is around 300 again. Now it's went up to about 360 because, Trae had a 48-point game. They're looking good. Again, you're just playing with fire. I would sell this card. So the only buy I had on this list was the very first one we looked at, this RJ Barrett, because it showed signs of support. It looks like it's somewhere around the bottom. This seems like a fair price for RJ Barrett based on the pop count, based on everything. And I just, that was the only buy in the video. But that was it. I actually do think we're hitting bottom on a lot of basketball cards. And so it's a good time to buy a lot of them, in my opinion. Check out the Sports Card Society. I've been recommending some basketball cards, actually. Link in description. And, of course, get this data tool, Market Movers tool or a data tool, seriously. But the discount code for this one's in the description. But basketball, man, I think it's certainly winding down. And if you're messing with players that are in the playoffs, you're playing with fire. You could win, but you could get burned too. And people that have been out, like say Zion, RJ, stuff like that, it may be coming into the bottom in buying time. But that's what I got for you today, Card Pack. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Links for everything in the description. You're so awesome. Thanks for spending this time with me. Hope you got some value. Stay classy. You're awesome. I'll see you beautiful people tomorrow if I don't burn up in 108 and no AC. Okay? See you tomorrow.